While rebuilding a set of old stone steps recently over in Delaware, I was faced by the prospect of securing a small but once important stone building, just paces away. Restoration work should always be done in carefully planned stages. For this old Springhouse and Wheelwright Shop, the most obvious problem were badly deteriorated shingles. About 200 years ago, when sawn shingles first became available, there was a certain prejudice against using them. Over the past few years, I've come to distrust them myself. I much prefer using the hand-split variety. Preferably when they're split myself. However, as bad as the roof is, there are two even more pressing concerns to address. The original wooden lintel over this opening is gone. Most people would probably assume that the entire wall is unstable and would come tumbling down without a lintel. However, with good stonework, the only stones that'll be affected are those immediately on top of the lintel, and that's what we have. To repair this, we're going to need a 4x12 piece of solid white oak, and maybe we'll put a piece of 1/2-inch steel in there as well, just for a little bit of extra support. Now, to see this process actually happen, make sure you hit that subscribe button. On the other end of the building is the old Wheelwright Shop. This was built probably a decade or two after the Springhouse itself. In this section, a white oak beam is totally rotted away. It'll have to be replaced ASAP. It's roughly 6 inches by 6 inches, and at some point in the past, I'd say 100 years, somebody tried to bolt a 2x8 onto the bottom of it, and it did buy them a little bit of time. But at this point, we really need to just replace the whole timber and get it right. The floor in this Wheelwright Shop is actually in pretty good shape, although the roof does need shingles. In the Springhouse, though, the floor is totally collapsed. The small floor joists look like they may have been chestnut. White oak would have been a much better choice. When we get to the stage where we are actually restoring the interior, we will use white oak instead of chestnut or any other variety. White oak was always the first choice for support timbers, and with good reason. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we have a lot of adventures ahead and I'd love to have you along with us.